Okay, so welcome back to Gumardee's Coins and Banknotes, and just a quick video. So here we have a very large banknote. I did do another video on this in 2019, but this one is just sold for 25 bucks. So these have gone up a little bit, and to make a comparison with the current Australian banknote, here we have the actual size. So this is a $10. You can see it's actually quite large, has a lot of folds because you can't fit it in a wallet. It just won't fit. Even if you open it up, it just won't fit. Anyway, so that's basically the actual banknote itself. So the watermark is Catherine the Great, Catherine II. On this side of the banknote we have just text. So in the middle it just says, now you can find all this information on Numistar. So in the center it just says state credit note. So it's not legal tender banknote, it is a form of credit. 100 rubles. And here we have up here, state bank pays credit for gold without any restrictions, and then it gives some a weight. So it's 1 ruble equals 1/15. The material contains 17.424 of pure gold. Now I have no idea what the weight is, but I did do a quick calculation. It says 0.77 grams. That doesn't make sense. If we take the 10 rubles, so the 10 rubles weighed 8.6 grams of 90% gold, so it's about 7.8 grams of gold. So this roughly should be 78 grams of gold you can actually change this for. And here we have another text in Cyrillic, so this is in Russian, and it says state gold credit, state gold valid throughout the empire, and just the last one is about counterfeiting. So we have a lot of fruit. So here's the Russian coat of arms at the time, and we have a lot of things to do with agriculture. And here we have the monogram of the monarch of the time, and that is Nicholas II. So that's a H because in Cyrillic N is a H. So Nicholas II. And here we have, so we have various different signatures, and this is one of the two more common ones. And here we have the serial numbers, so check that they're both the same. I like that watermark. So 1910, they have watermarks. America only adopted watermarks in 1996. They're a bit behind in their banknotes actually. Okay, on this side of the banknote we have Catherine the Great herself, and we have one of her toy boys. So it's an allegorical feature of a male representing Russia with a sword. Looks like we have a gorgon. Not too sure what that head represents. Looks like ancient Greece type of iconography. Okay, so the dimensions of this banknote, 260 millimeters, so 26 centimeters wide, and so we're going from the widest point, and the height is 122 millimeters or 12.2 centimeters. So this is actually quite a nice banknote. Probably sold it a bit too cheap. And here we have cornucopias, and here we have the monogram of Catherine II. So that's the actual queen there. Yeah, she looks a bit chubby, too much to eat. Then we have ruble. So quite a nice banknote. And this is the highest denomination that Russia issued before the hyperinflation of after 1917, so during the Russian Civil War. Now, as I said before, Russia didn't issue a coin of this denomination. It just would have been too heavy, and being roughly 78 grams of gold, that would put this value, so a 10 ruble coin currently has a value as of the 10th of October 2025 of 1,500. So gold value of this banknote at the time should be about 15,000 in the current gold price. So $15,000. So really, a lot of people would not have come across this banknote ever in their life, because even now, $15,000 in current currency, that is equivalent to about a quarter of someone's wage a year in Australia. And obviously most of the people in Russia at the time lived in poverty, so that would make this banknote, if they earn something like $1 a day, $365, yeah, they probably struggle to actually get a 10 ruble banknote. So anyway, hope this helps you with your banknote and coin collecting. Just remember, you get one of these, you can't spend it at the local market in Russia. Thank you very much, have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time, and take care.